It's no longer Valentine's Day. However, I still need to do a final check-in review on all of these incredible black-owned brands. I wanted to show you. It is, what time is it? Almost 1 a.m. We're going to talk about the actual first impressions that I have gotten from all of the products. Before I do that, I do want to give out a few quick tips for all of you YouTubers out there, all you beauty gurus, makeup gurus that do reviews online. So the best tip that I can give you is whenever you create a look, what I do is I put everything that I used in that look in a box. And these boxes are just, some little photo boxes that you get. They happen to be very decorative. It does come with a lid, so I just put everything in the box. That way, when I go to upload all of the information for the products that I used for that particular look, I know it's all in one box. That includes, I'm not sure if you can see, but that includes the new products, all of the brushes that I use for the look, every single item that I use for the look. I put it in a box so that way I cannot forget what items I use for that look, so that when I do post the links and items on the video as well as in the description box, I know exactly what I used. So there's a first little tip for all of you beauty gurus out there that are creating content on various platforms. I am going to give one more quick tip before I do a review of the products that I used. So I'm going into my little box, and what I have is the actual box that my lashes came in. So this is what it is. It is from Labelle. Again, all of these were black-owned brands. On the box, it says up to 10 uses depending on the maintenance. That is what I go by. So I'm going to go with 10 uses, right? So when I go to take these lashes off after filming this video, what I'm going to do is take a little marker and I'm going to put somewhere on the container, somewhere on the box, the number 1. And then I just hashtag each time that I wear the lash. That way I know that I am going to get, when I get down to that 8th, 9th, 10th wear, that it might be a little bit rough, but at least I will have some sort of indication of how many times I have worn that particular lash. There is tip number 2 from Adrian Keyser to you. As you all have seen, it is very late. I hope you all enjoyed those quick little tips. I am going to snip those down, post them on TikTok, post them on other social medias, because I do believe that those are little tips that will be fantastic for any content creator that's out there, and I hope you all enjoyed those little tips. Now, I'm going to get into the review, and the great thing about my first tip number 1, putting all your items in one box, is when you go through your reviews, it's all right there. You don't have to search all over your makeup table going, what did I use? What am I reviewing? It's in your box. I'm going to go through these very quickly. This particular look, I started off with the Fenty Hydration. I feel that this product is fantastic. I have 0 complaints about it. I thought it went on very quickly. It sunk into the skin very nicely. Did I feel a lot of hydration? I'm not quite sure that it felt extremely hydrating, but I did get a little bit of that tackiness that I enjoy in a primer in order for my foundation to cling onto my skin. So I definitely recommend the Fenty Hydration. Now, the next item is going to be the Uoma, which was the foundation. This is the Say What? I just like saying that. Okay, sorry. This is the Say What foundation. And I already said it's in shade Honey, which is clearly too light for me. Will I use it in other videos, other times of my life? Yes. Even though it is too light, you know, a lot of foundations you need to mix and match anyway. So I'm not that freaked out about the fact that it is too light. I do know how to fix those things. I am a makeup artist. We know how to mix colors, match colors. So that doesn't really bother me that much as far as the color. As far as the formulation, I'm going to say, listen, when I actually finish this foundation, I've done a lot of things today. This look is not fresh. But when I look up close, let me zoom you in. Do I see a little bit of gathering? Yes. Around the nose. But that's like at least 10 hours of wear. As far as it like in my pores, I think that this foundation is fantastic. I have really no complaints. Now, I will say I do wear reading glasses, so there has been a lot of taking on and taking off on my glasses today, but I'm not mad at it. Like with a touch-up, I could fix that, you know. I feel that the actual foundation, it's not sinking into anything. And listen, this is not fresh skin. This is like 52-year-old skin over here. So I don't feel that I've lost anything. A little on my chin, a little bit missing off my chin, but you know, for 10 hours of wear and the amount of product I piled on it, I'm really impressed. This is a really good foundation. All right, going back into my box, and I do know that actually the next product that I did after foundation was the brows. The Essence Eyebrow Designer. I wasn't that big of a fan, to be honest with you. I did feel like it went on okay. Once I put the brow gel on it, it basically disappeared. It's a very soft pencil. Also, it's not very stiff where you can get fine lines in there. It does do some good coverage, but to me it's basically an eyeliner masking as an eyebrow pencil. And this little spoolie, the fact that it's on the cap, so when you go to do your brows with it, it just flies off and moves all over the place. So it doesn't really give it a good stiff area for you to really work in, because that cap is just gonna slide and move all over the place. So not a big fan of that. The next was the Essence Brow Gel, which is this one. I need to test this product out a little bit more. I wasn't mad at it. I need to test it out with better brow products to see if they actually work a little bit better, to see if it works a little bit better with other brow products. I think that because that pencil was so soft and it didn't give me the brow flicks that I wanted, I didn't really get, I mean, I got a brow. I'm not mad at the brow, but it wasn't like a laminated brow. It didn't have hairs. And so, you know, it's not a bad brow, but I'm going to test this out with other products. So I'm not mad at this product. I think it has potential. The next item that we did were the eyes. So I started a little bit on the eyes using the Juicy Boost by Colored Rain. This palette, bomb. Bomb. The pigmentation was so there. I have no complaints about this palette. I can't wait to get into some of the other shades, but everything that I tested in this palette was amazing. See, hopefully you're getting a good payoff on that color. I have tested a very similar color by a different brand and did not get the same result. This result was incredible. You know, even that deep red shade, the pink shade, everything was great. And I'm going to say that I have had these shadows on like 6-7 hours, still holding up. Nothing budged. The shimmer still incredible. I'm blown away. Next up on the eyes was the Juvias Place Nude Palette. I am not going to cover that too much. I have done a review on this palette, which I will link in the description box. Juvias Place never does me wrong. That is what I used on my inner corners as well as my brown bone highlight. I have nothing negative to say about Juvia's Place. This really is more about first impressions. So again, I'm not going to go too much into this because this was not really a first impression for me. I will say would be on the eyes was so this is the Essence Super Last Eyeliner in Matte Black. What do I have to say about it? It flakes. That's what I'm going to say about it. I'll zoom you out a little bit. When it says that it is matte, it is. When it dries down, it does go completely matte. That's not a bad thing. But it's not long wearing. That's the only problem with this product is I don't feel that it would last all day. I feel like you may need to touch it up throughout the day. And the other problem that I had with this product was the wand. This is the wand, and it's very flexible. Like, to get a tiny line is very hard because the tip is so long that it doesn't give you a good control over the product as you're applying it. In order for you to get it close enough to the lash line and in a precise line and an even line, you need a little bit more control, and I just don't felt that this tip gave you that. I liked that this product was matte. That was kind of cool. Now that this has been on my hand for a minute, let's see, do I get any smudging? Yeah, look at that. That's not gonna last you. That's not gonna last you. And let's see with just a regular wipe how easy that comes off. So not a long wearing product. Clearly. See that? So not a long wear product. Beware of that as you decide to purchase this item. Next up on my eyes was the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, and this is the waterproof. What will I say about this product? Again, it flakes. But I did feel that if I were going to wear this on its own without falsies or even with falsies, it wouldn't be horrible, but it does flake and you will get bits of it falling down your cheeks throughout the day. So not a huge fan of it, but it did give me length and volume that I liked. Even on my lower lashes. Let's see if you can see that. I will say that I've had it on at least 5 hours, and I do see a few speckles here and there. So would I recommend it? Not really. Will I use it until it's gone? Absolutely, because I am that frugal girl. Very cool that my box is getting low, so I still know what products I need to cover. The Labelle Lashes. I did give you the tip on the Labelle Lashes, but I didn't give you the review on the Labelle Lashes. And I love it. Do I have to say any more? Look at them. Look how cute and flirty. These were the Style Imogen, which did have an invisible band to it. I have 0 complaints on these lashes. They were flirty, they were exactly what I wanted, and hopefully I will get the 10 wears. As I said in my little tip, as you can see my little mark there, this was my first wear, but I love them. I've cut them to my length, and so hopefully I will get a full 10 wears out of them. So those were great. Juvias Place. It's Juvias Place Concealer. How many reviews have you watched on it? You know it's the bomb. Done. I loved it. Bomb. Done. Okay. Next was the Uoma Woke Concealer. Now this one I am going to go close in. It was only a few drops of it under the eye. So I'm looking under the eye and I'm looking close. Can you see? I'm not mad at it. I think it gave me coverage. And again, like I said, like, you know, because I do wear my reading glasses and I've taken them off and on 1,000 times today, the loss of product in that area does not bother me. So what I'm really focusing on is, did I lose any of the coverage under the eye after I set it, baked it, all that good stuff? And I didn't. There is no loss other than where I took my glasses on and off. And even when I go into my forehead, where I did apply the Juvias Place, it's perfection. Both concealers, highly recommend for a great coverage. I'm very happy with the coverage. Almost running out. Okay, I'm going to go through both powders very quickly and talk about the beauty sponge at the same time. Under eye powder that I used was the Beauty Bakery in the Oat Translucent. Amazing. I have 0 complaints about it. It is not caking under my eyes. And these are not young eyes, people. It is not caking, flaking. I felt that it applied beautifully. This was a first impression for me. I had actually never used the Beauty Bakery powder before, and I love it. I'm raving. I'm deceased. I'm dying. It's all that. I did apply this with the Fenty sponge, and as far as this sponge goes, I will say I like it. I thought I had heard some reviews that it wasn't that great, but I actually thought it worked out really nice. It's very soft. I like all of the angles to the sponge. It's got like that flat edge. It's got the round edge. It's got the little, this end that's sort of rounded and soft. And as far as this end, I mean, I felt like I was able to get around all of the areas of my face with it, and when it was dampened, it was soft. It's soft now, even though it's dry as a bone. It's still soft. So I actually highly recommend the Fenty sponge. If you have not picked it up, it's good. It's good. I would actually repurchase that for sure. And the Fenty powder I have used a billion times. I used it in the shade Butter, but I got the cashew this time. I got the larger size this time. I'm so happy, so happy. And if you did not see my video about the Fenty Beauty consultations that you can do online, I will put a link to that video as well in the description box, because having that consultation with the beauty consultant at Fenty was phenomenal, and I highly recommend. And it's free; it doesn't cost you anything, so why not do it? Was the Essence blush, the Mosaic blush in the shade The Berry Connection number 40. It's cute. Did I lose anything off the cheeks? And these have been on at least 3 to 4 hours. I am happy with it. I'm not mad at it. Will I use it in other looks? Absolutely. I don't have a lot of soft pink blushes at the moment, so I think that, you know, that is what is in the main front areas of my cheeks. But of course I blended out all the cheek with it, and I'm not mad at it. Are there other blushes that are a little more pigmented? I think so. I felt that it took quite a bit of product for me to build up to get it to the color that I wanted it. But still, I wasn't mad at it. I will definitely use it again. Frugal girl, I'm not wasting anything, so you will see that blush in other videos. I promise you that. Labelle Foil. This is the Labelle Foil, and it's what I use mostly on my cheeks as the highlighter, because I wanted a lot of glitter on the cheeks. I think it gave it a good sparkle, but I definitely would say that the effect that I was going for was way more intense. I know that sounds crazy, because look at this look. How could you get more intense than this? But I was actually going for like insane glitter, and because the glitters that I had were not by black owned brands, I did not want to use them, so I was basically going with what I had. And I feel like it's beautiful. I'm not mad at it. It has lasted. It's held up. Is it insanely foiled, as they call it, a foil? Maybe if I tried it on my lid, it might be a little bit different. But I like the shine of it. I like the sparkle of it. I like it as a highlighter, and it would be lovely on the eyes. It wasn't the look I was going for, but I did love it. I'm not mad at it. I will definitely use it in other looks. Yeah, it's pretty. I shouldn't be downing it. Why am I downing it? I shouldn't be downing it. It's actually very beautiful, and I would definitely buy more of them. Lollipop lip liner, fantastic. It was great. It actually saved the day. The look that I was going for was a little bit different, but when I started extending the eye, this product was way better than the other liner that I used, the Essence liner. The Essence Beauty, although I did like the matteness of it, it wasn't horrific, but the wand made it so difficult to use that I was glad that I had this Beauty Bakery liner because it was the exact tool to give you good lines, controlled lines. It wasn't too long, it's not too thick. It actually did a phenomenal job as far as fixing the liner as I needed it to be fixed to finish up those extended inner corners. It was amazing, so definitely recommend that. One other product was the Beauty Bakery setting spray, and I felt that it did hold my makeup up very nicely. It didn't give me too much shine. This is literally the foundation and concealer and all that is at least 8 hours. I have not touched it up. The setting spray at least 5 hours, no touch up. And it's fantastic. I definitely recommend the setting spray. If I were going to touch it up, let's see. That gave basically nothing. That gave nothing. It took the shine off. I wouldn't even need to repowder. It matted it all back down. Perfection. Everything on my face. Happy. Happy, happy, happy. The last items that are in the box are the brushes. These were all by Labelle. I have no complaints. It gave me the look that I needed. They were soft. They were blendable. It was the first time I used them, and I was able to achieve a look that I loved. So I have zero complaints about the brushes. I definitely, for the price, if they are still on sale, I'm probably going to go back and get several sets of these because they were so nice to use, very easy, very blendable. I washed them. There was no splaying, no fraying, nothing. So all the brushes that I used for this look were phenomenal. I think the only other thing that I didn't talk about was the chocolate palette, and it's Juvias Place. I've used this palette before. It's not a first impression for me. I love Juvias Place eyeshadow palettes, and that was what I used on the waterline, only because I did not have a black pencil, which I thought I forgot about the lip because the only first impression product was the Uoma Beauty lip pencil. I'm nonplussed about it. I thought it did give me good wear. I will say that the liner in the areas that I used it did hold up, but it's very soft. It's a little bit crumbly, and I believe if you use a lip pencil as it crumbles on you, you'll know what I'm talking about. I will say it is long wearing, but it is very soft pencil that it was a little challenging. I do like a pencil that gives a little bit of a stiffness and maybe a little bit of a waxiness to it, so it doesn't give you that sort of crumbly texture on your lips, which this did do a little bit, I won't lie. I'm not going to go in depth into the Fenty cream and the gloss bomb because I did a complete review on both of these products, which I'll put a link in the description for you. Here's the great part. All I need to do is put everything back in my box. everything is in the box. So when I go to put my links, my descriptions, everything, I know exactly everything I use to create this look. And I know it's in the green box. For example, the unboxing that I did the other day, those items are in this box. So I know everything that I did for my unboxing, it's all in here. I can remember the descriptions, the items. Boom. Everything is in their boxes. In case you all were ever wondering what those boxes were that were sitting back there, that's what they were. They were actually all the products that I used for particular makeup looks. Alright, that's enough of that tip. It's such a good one though. Overall, I am very happy with all of the products that I used today. I'm looking in the mirror, and even though I know that it is way too light for my skin tone, I'm just sort of giving it I was sort of doing the Asian Lunar New Year look, so it was appropriate. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You gonna be mad? Don't be mad. Will I use this foundation mixed with another one, and I'll be fine. But I'm looking back at the look, I actually adore it. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Please let me know if there are any of these items that you love, any items, black owned brand that I have not tried, I haven't researched, I haven't reviewed, and may not be aware of. Please leave a comment in the description box, because I am enjoying and loving supporting all the black owned brands that I have purchased so far. Please send some love in the comment section to let me know what I should be trying. I hope you all enjoyed this look. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And if this was your first time here, I do hope you will subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. And don't forget to support as many black owned brands as you can. Bye.